All right, good morning, guys. It's your girl SimplefX, and I'm back with a quick live trade for you guys for this week. So, looking at AU currently right now, and I'm also have my eye on gold as well. Gold did a big move yesterday. Missed out on a lot of profits on gold. If I would have held this move there, I was only able to catch this move right here. We got a nice pullback and then it literally just took off. I really didn't like what gold was doing yesterday. Gold did a lot of this nonsense before it actually ended up going bullish. I did see the buys taking off, but it just played around a lot before. And we also had a little bit of news yesterday as well. So that might have had something to do with it. But it is what it is. So today on gold, after this big move that we see here, price continued pumping a little bit higher. But we started to consolidate a little bit more. Now we're kind of pushing right back down here. So what I'm seeing here is if we do not respect, I would say this area right here, then we're probably going to find our way back down to retest these lows that we broke through yesterday. For today, if we respect these highs, obviously, I'm looking for price to continue bullish. Now, in my experience with trading gold, you have to pretty much follow the trend to give yourself the best chance of winning a trade. Trend is your friend. It's a pretty cliche saying, but it does hold very, very true. All right, now this month, not even this month, this week has been a little bit choppy in the market, so I'm not going to be trading my larger account today. I'm going to be trading my smaller account. And I'm just going to be looking to see if I could grab some quick moves out of the market today and call it a day. I'm really looking forward to this month coming to an end, starting out a new month, nice and fresh. Because summertime months are usually a little bit choppy. Um, so you kind of have to, ride that wave a little bit. So basically on gold, like I said, if we were holding this area right here, I see us continuing bullish. But if we break it, then I'm looking for us to come back down. Now, this area right here, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, um, that's why it's such an important zone right here because we have a high here and then we have price that made a low and then we have a higher high, but this higher high isn't that much farther away from this high right here. I mean, if you look at this high compared to this high, it's very, very big difference. So, not too much pumping in the way of creating higher highs here. So that's why I'm looking to see what price does where it's at right now. So there's really no rush in looking for a trade. It's Thursday. We can take our time to wait for a really good high probability setup and then, take our entries there. So I'm just gonna wait and see what we got here. We do have an area up here of consolidation where price has broken through with a bearish drop and we have retested it, creating resistance, and we are creating lows, breaking these support areas here. So this entry here would have been a nice entry for a sell right around that area here, and this would have been about a 17 pip move there. Would have been nice if I started my session on time. I kind of started a little bit late today, but that would have been a nice move right on down to maybe this. But I see this continuing down to at least this area here. So let's see if price can continue to push for it to come down. So in the meantime, we're just gonna be patient and wait and see what the gold gives us. Now going over to AU is looking super nice, super, super nice for the sells. We'll be looking to see if price pushes above this area here, but if we can break, which it looks like it's trying to do now, is break below this low, we're definitely probably going to continue down here for 24 pips. What do we got in the way of news today? So we have some unemployment claims at 8:30, which is in the next hour here. So that's something we have to keep in mind. And let me look at the higher time. Let's see here. Ignore these lines, guys. These lines are part of the secret strategy class that I teach. So don't worry about those unless you're one of my secret strategy students and you know what they mean. But other than that, yeah, this should continue down here. We have yet to have another pullback here. Let's see what it looks like on a 30-minute. Oh, very nice. Very nice on the 30-minute there. Look at the structure. Look at the structure on this here. That's all you want to see there. All you want to see. So if price breaks below this area, we get a nice closure below here. I'll be looking to take a sell. It would have been nice to grab some sells here, but we're still inside this box here, this little range, this mini range here. But we've held resistance here for the last 2 hours. So it looks like price is trying to break. So I'm looking for it to break and close below there. So if we can get that closed, we're gonna take some sells in the morning and see if we can grab a nice move and call it a day. So this would be what my setup would be, something like this. All right, I see this moving a lot faster than gold is right now. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see what we got here with AU. Grab a quick sell and call it a day. Now we'll see. We're gonna hold for TP today. Let's hold for the full 23 pip today, 23 pip move today. That's what I'd like to do for today. So let's see. I think this is going to come down nicely here. We have a 14, 15 pip stop for a 22, 23 pip TP. So that's this is you can't ask for anything better than this, honestly. This is excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, if we don't get a break here for the sells to continue, more than likely price is going to pull back, and it could pull back maybe up into this area here where it recently tested before, and it could break and continue bullish, or we could just retest and then continue down, in which case if price does decide to pull back into this area here, and it rejects and it gives me some bearish closes, I'll definitely be looking to take sells from that point and riding it on all the way down. So yeah, that's what we're looking at for AU today on this morning. So I have my alert set up here for this to break, and once we get a break there, then I'll be looking to take some entries there. But I'd like to see it close below this area to give me a better confirmation for the sell. Let me set an alert for. I'm gonna put an alert right here on gold. I think that's what I want to see the bone break to take a sell on gold. If that happens. Now let's look at US 30. US 30 is moving quite nicely here. I think we're gonna come down if we can remain below this zone here. We should continue down from there. Let's look at the 30 minutes. Yeah, look at this beautiful break. Excellent pullback, retesting these highs here, and price should beautifully come down here. But I have been burned getting in on US 30 sometimes before the 9:30 open. So I am not going to take these entries, even though it looks really, really nice for the sell. I am not going to take that entry because we do have news coming out in an hour, and I don't want to take an entry before 9:30. So we're just gonna wait. Just gonna wait on that and see what happens. I'm gonna set an alert. I'm just gonna paper trade this for now to see if it does play out, which I think it will. I think price, as long as price holds this area here, we should continue bearish. Could we retest these highs here? We could. But for now, the sells look a lot more probable than the buys. Yeah, it's excellent structure here. We have equal highs here, and then we have this big drop breaking all these lows. We have a pullback, and yes, we should continue down from there. But we'll wait and see what that gives us. Real quick, looking at GJ. Did some back testing on GJ yesterday with uh, another trader. Okay, so GJ sitting at a very important zone right now. I can see we held this area for a while. We came back. We haven't quite tested. I think GJ is going to come down, continue down to this support. If we can break this low here, it's probably going to continue down to potentially these lows. I want to say these lows. I don't know if this low is going to get tested. This area right here is important. So yeah, if we can hold this area, we can continue back bullish. But if not, price is going to probably look to come down. We have equal highs here on the daily. This daily candle rejected this low and it's coming back up bullish here. Look at the 4-hour. If we can break these 4-hour highs, then I'd want to see the buys come into play. Yeah, we can break these 4-hour highs. I think the buys are very probable. It's giving nice structure right now on the 4-hour. Higher highs, higher lows, create a new high, and then come back up with potentially test these highs or these highs here. So two areas that price could tap into there. And then for the sell, I will probably want to see a nice clean break of that low there. Wait for a pullback, and then price should come tumbling on down. So a little bit of patience today, a little bit of waiting, and we'll see what the market gives us today. Right now, the highest probability trade I would say would be the AU sell. This is slowly coming down here, even with news. I think this is going to be a good sell. So if this candle closes in the next, let's say, 5 minutes below this zone here, I'm going to look to take the continuation on down. Even though we're kind of deep into the hour candle, there's only 15 minutes left in the hour candle. I still like the sells to continue. So we're gonna wait and see. And then once it breaks, I'm gonna go ahead and take some entries and we'll go from there. All right. Yeah, US 30 is breaking here. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see if it can continue on down for the bells to continue. And AU, trying to see if it can close here in the next. Okay, very nice. So we got a closure. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a sell on AU. I'm gonna take 2 positions on AU. There's one, and let's see. All right, so we are in for the sells on AU. Looking to take it down to the 64191 area. 64191. All right. So we're gonna be careful because we have news dropping in another 40 minutes or so, something like that. We're gonna be patient and wait and see, and then we should be good to go for the continuation. Now news was pretty strong yesterday. Um, Hopefully it's not as crazy today, but we'll see. We will see what the market gives us. Let's see. Let's see what US 30 is doing. Okay. Pulling back a little. That's okay. You want pullbacks to happen. You want your top, if you're looking for sells, you want your top wicks to be formed, the first half of the body to be formed. Now we're entering a little bit late into this move because we are 47 minutes into an hour candle. So if you see here, you'll see that, this hour candle has pretty much already formed its top half. You're looking for the bottom half to kind of close nice and strong. Right. So I'm looking for this candle it's already broken the previous hour lows. So I'm looking for it to maintain these lows and then come down a little bit lower. And once it does that, we should continue down, especially with this clean move to the left there. So that's pretty much the psychology behind candlestick structure and what you should be looking for the market or the candlesticks to do when you're before you're in a trade, when you're in the trade, and obviously managing it and stuff like that. So that's what you want to see. How the candles form, especially as a scalper. If you're swinging and trading, it's a different, you're looking for different things. But when you're scalping, you have to be, very in tune with what's happening. You have to kind of stay on top of what's happening because if not, the trade can easily go against you quickly, and at that point, you have to start managing it at that point. So you always want to be in the know for what's happening. Now, all I want is for this candle to remain below, even if it lingers here for a little while. I don't care. I just need it to stay below these lows here to tell me that the market is ready to push. And because it's going to be 8 o'clock soon, 8:30ish, where you have market open. I want to see that volume start coming in and start giving me that push that I need to continue pushing price, where I need it to go, which is down. So so that's what's happening here pretty much. So we're not in profit yet, and a little bit of drawdown here, not too bad. Two positions open at 12 lot each position. So I'll be looking to catch about 20 pips from each, which would give me about a 5 or 6K day, something like that. So at 23 pip TP, do the math on that. So 23 pips times 120 times 2. Gonna give us right around a 55K day or 5.5K day. So something like that. Okay. So that's what's happening on AU. Look at gold real quick. Gold pull back just a little. Wonder what it's going to do here. It's going to be interesting to see what gold does here. I actually prefer to see the buys over the sells, honestly, because gold is already very heavily bullish. Um, it's just a lot better watching the trend play out than it does watching any kind of retracement or even trend reversal come into play. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with gold. But if AU gives us a nice setup here and continues down to smack our TP, that'll pretty much be it for me for today, and I'll be done trading for the day. So that's pretty much all I need. That's pretty much all I need. Take what the market gives you. That's what I always say. Be content. Live to trade another day. Just end the day in the blue. That's all that matters. It's not about hitting home runs every day. It's not about, you know, having massive days every day, because it's just not going to happen. It just, if it was that easy and it worked that simply, everybody, would do it. And it's just not. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes discipline, it takes the right psychology, it takes the right account size, and it takes a lot of different factors, a lot of different variables. And if you are not taking those things into account, you're gonna find it very difficult to be profitable with trading. So, um, so that's the goal. That's the goal. Take what the market gives you. Finish the day in the blue. Oh, we have 7 minutes for this candle to close. We are moving down nicely here. Looking forward to this coming down even more. And my trade idea playing out nicely. And that'll be it for today. Hopefully this can play out before news. That would be amazing for me, to be honest with you guys. That would be amazing. If this can drop before news, before the next hour here, maybe this comes down a little bit, maybe down to here. Next candle finds its way down, maybe wicks out down here. All that before news, that would be heaven sent, because I'm not a fan of trading during news. I'm not a fan of holding my trades during news. Just too many unpredictables, too many variables, and I just think it's just a lot less risky trading outside of news than it is trading inside. Now, if I was deep in the profit and I had, stops at stop profit and it really didn't matter to me, then that's a different story. But because I'm so early into this trade, right before news, that's why I have that, I have that fear. So I will let this trade ride out and see what happens. All right, we got an alert. We got an alert on gold. Let's see. Yeah, gold is breaking. Gold is breaking. Let's continue down. Okay. US 30 is moving down nicely as well. Let's see. Now this candle is going to close in the next 4 minutes. Once that happens, next candle should continue down as nicely as this one is moving down here. Should continue down. And like I said, if we can get a nice drop before news, that would be excellent for Thursday. I'm just gonna pause this and let this thing play out, and I'll come back when it's a little bit deeper into profit here. So that this video isn't, too long. So I'll be right back with this move. All right, just an update. So we're coming down. This one closed very nicely below this area here. Moving down slowly here, but we're moving. Um, Real quick look at US 30. Beautiful. Wow, very, very nice. Nice move here. It's looking like it's moving here before 9:30. That's the thing that I haven't quite grasped the US 30 yet, is sometimes it moves before 9:30, sometimes it doesn't. Oftentimes before it moves before 9:30, it always acts up sometimes. You never really know what you're gonna get. And sometimes it doesn't, so it is what it is with that. So I didn't take the trade, but the setup was there, the move was there. It's just the timing wasn't there. All right, if this was at 9:15, around 9:30ish, okay, would it make sense for me to take it? But because it's before, and I've been burned so many times with US 30 taking setup before that time, you gotta learn from your mistakes and just build up your discipline at that point. So that's that. Looking at gold here. All right, gold is broken below here. So this is the area that I said I wanted to see what gold was going to do. We are about 20 pips away from this low here. So let me look at the 1 hour. So if we break this area, gold should continue there, right around down to maybe this area here, and then potentially lower for about an 80, almost 90 pip drop. So something like this is what could happen here. But we have news and everything coming out shortly here, so we'll see. I'm really hoping that AU can come down to TP before this news hits here. It's trying to come down, it's just taking a while. So that's what I'm looking at for. I remember the days, every time I see my profits like this, sometimes, no matter how big they get, I always try to think back to the days where I was only trying to make $100, $200, $500, $1,000. Remember the days when they used to hit my $1,000 and I would just close, whether it hit take profit or not. If it hit 1,000, I close. Pulling $1,000 a day is really good money. So kind of, very humbling. It's very humbling. So DJ is looking kind of sloppy right now. I'm not gonna look at DJ too much here. I just need AU to find its way down here and we'll be good to go. gold does come down here, which I think it will, I'd like to see it pull back and then continue down. I would love to see it retest these highs here and then find its way down. So if it doesn't just melt here, I'd like to see it do something like that and then come down. That's what I want to see it do. So two possibilities, or three, I should say. Completely just melts, comes down, pulls back, and then melts, or pushes back bullish. So one of the three could happen here. So I'm going to pause the video again, let this thing play out. And once we're close to the TP here, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to hold through news. I honestly don't want to. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I will see where we are profit wise. If we're close to TP, because news could easily just drop us and melt. It could push us back up. News is gonna drop here in the next what 20 minutes here. Yeah, in the next 20 minutes. Um, darn it, I really wish this would drop before news, but I don't know if I'm gonna get that lucky today. The way the markets are moving yesterday, the way it's moving today. I mean, it's moving pretty slow. Everything else is moving, but this one's moving slow. So I'm just gonna trust the process here and see. I'm gonna stick to my discipline today and close out before noon. Uh, gotta see. So be back here in the next 15 minutes or so and see what we're gonna do with this move here. All right, so I put my stops pretty tight, about 4 or 5 pip stops. I'm gonna hold through news here. Gonna see if we're able to turn around and come back down. Um, so I'm gonna break my rules a little bit here and see if we can hold through news and hope that news can continue pushing this down, doesn't spike up or anything, nothing crazy, and then we can end the day off with a nice win. We have news in the next 30 seconds, and we'll see what happens. Let me see what's going on US 30. Looks like everything is pulling back right now. Yeah, everything is pulling back. Makes sense because of news. Oh, we'll see. So, and here we go with news. Okay, moving down, moving down. Come on, down, down, down. Doesn't look like news is too crazy. Okay, that's 30 doing. All right, and gold. So nothing crazy, too crazy with news right now. Nothing too crazy. Oh, got an alert on gold. The gold break my zone. Yep, it's breaking and she's coming on down. Or trying to come down at least. So the struggle is real here, guys. I don't know. This week been the volume has just not been there this week. It's just yesterday we had some volume yesterday, but it was just so choppy. And then it looks like today, even with this little bit of news we got, it's just oh my God. I hate being in trades for more than an hour. If I can avoid it, I'd rather just avoid it because it's just a pain in the butt. This hour candle is just I just needed to get out of this. It's just struggling here. So frustrating. I might not even hold the TP, honestly. When the market is this choppy, it's best to just take profit wherever you are sometimes, because when price is just struggling so hard to break certain areas, sometimes it's like, come on, Jesus already. Move already. So very small day in the way of profit, but you know, some days some days you get good days, some days not so great, and other days, it is what it is. So I don't know. We can come down here again, maybe come down to this zone here, close out at a 2K day. I'll be okay with that. I'll be good with that. So let's see. Not much in the way of news though. Not much at all. What I don't want to do is I don't want to close and then watch this thing just melt another 10 pips after I close. I guarantee that's going to happen because that always does that to me all the time. I'll take profit somewhere earlier than I wanted to. And then if I would have waited just another 5 or 10 more minutes, it eventually moves. So it's like I want to, wait for let this 30-minute or this hour candle, close and see if we can come down a little more. I'm kind of battling my greed here with my discipline. That's what's happening here. I'm dealing with taking profit and call it in a day because of how long this hour candle has been struggling in this tiny ass. What is this? This hour candle is literally only 6 pips. In 1 hour, it's moved up and down 6 pips. Like, come on already. You know? I know AU is already a slow pair, but sheesh. It's just frustrating, especially in New York session. So psychology is everything, guys. When you're trading, psychology is literally everything because you're literally battling yourself against yourself. It's you against you. It's not even you against the markets, you against, profits, anything like that. It's you against you. So look at gold moving much nicer than AU is right now. Moving down nicely here. So let's see. Paper trade here, we're in there. US 30, choppy right now, gold. She's trying to come down. So see if gold can continue pushing down here to continue down. Got 30 minutes left inside this hour candle. A lot can happen in 30 minutes, so we will see. We will see. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gold is already from this area here. Look at that, 40 pips on gold that it's moved. And AU is sitting at 6 pips. It's unbelievable. Probably should have took gold, but gold didn't. It moved, but this would have been my entry, so I wouldn't have been in much profit here. But profit is profit. Profit is profit. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold until 9 o'clock. I'm gonna hold until 9 and see what we get. So let this thing play out, and we'll come back and see in the next 15 minutes or so, see where we are, and we'll go from there. And hopefully, AU can just melt here and give us a nice day. So we're up about 2,400 in profit. We've finally broken this low here. Let's see if AU can continue coming down, which it's doing now nicely. Very nice, very nice. Keep on coming down, keep coming down. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Get yourself down here. I think I'm gonna do another challenge. So I'm gonna do a challenge where I try to secure like $1,000 a day challenge. I'm gonna post each trade on YouTube, each setup, each win, loss, all that. I think I'm gonna do that to kind of spice things up a little bit here. I think that'll be interesting to do. So let's see here. Now this is what my TP area is, but that's where I think price is gonna go to. Could price come down there? Is it going to go down there is the question. Because you can put your TP wherever you want. Doesn't mean it's gonna hit that area, you know? So that's something you have to ask yourself because we do have this area right here that price has literally just tapped into where price could easily flip and go the other way because we have this demand sitting down here. So that's something I want to keep in mind and not be too greedy for the day. Probably going to close at 3K because we're inside a demand zone, a heavy demand zone. So 30-minute demand, not quite a 1 hour demand yet. Not quite. Yeah, let's close out at 3K. Let's see if we can hit 3K, and then we'll be done for the day. Because I don't know if price is gonna come all the way down to the bottom of that demand zone. Okay. So we're at 3K. And I closed out. All right, closed out with 3,000 for the day. And of course, I close out, and what does she do? She pushes a little bit more. Yeah, it is what it is. Happens all the time. What are you gonna do? All right, so we're inside this area here. Just for shits and giggles. Let's see if this actually does come down to hit my full TP area there. Because this is my smaller account anyway, so it's not necessarily an account that I'm looking to get big profits on. I don't want to go too crazy with it. 3K is not bad for the day anyway. I mean, you hit 3K even in a week, that's 12K a month. 3K in a day, that's 15K a week. So that's nothing to really sneeze at, you know what I mean? But in any case, you don't, especially when you're trading smaller accounts, you don't want to go too crazy trying to catch, massive moves on them because most likely it's just not going to play out like that. So, yes, 30 gave us a little pullback here and she's trying to come down. Let's see what gold is doing. I think gold is going to continue to come down. I think she's going to continue down here. Yeah, I think gold is going to continue down. AU, let's see. So let's keep an eye on AU because that's the trade we were in. Let's keep an eye on it, see how far down it can go. And then that'll be it for this video, live trade video. I think I explained the setup pretty well. The structure was moving down very nicely. Not too much more else to explain. Right at this point, once you're in a trade, it's more a matter of how you're managing the trade when you're in it. That's pretty much what it is. So we were in this trade for about a little over an hour and a half. Held through news. News didn't really do too much. And we were able to catch a little over 10 pips on each position. So not much, but not bad either. So let's see how this thing plays out, and we'll see. So I'll be back into this in the next few minutes here. All right, guys. It's almost 9 o'clock. I don't know if this is gonna come down or not. I'm done trading for the day. I'm not gonna sit here and watch this just because. But in any case, I'm gonna go get my day started. Nice little win for the day. Everything pretty much played out how I thought. But as you can see, the markets are moving super choppy. There's still a lot of time left. The session just started, so there's still a lot of time left for the market to move. I think it will eventually. It's just probably doing the same nonsense it did yesterday. A lot of up and down, choppy movement before it actually makes its move. So sometimes you gotta just, roll with the punches and go from there. So that's it for me today with the markets. I am done trading a nice little 13 or so pip win on AU. Would have been nice to grab the full move here, but we just didn't have the volume. There's just not enough volume to take us, uh, you know, down to full TP. So it is what it is. But other than that, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys were able to learn something out of it. Leave a comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, it's your favorite female trader, Showing FX, and I am out. I will see you guys on the next trade. Bye bye.